What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Pam and today I have a quick video that's going to show you everything you need to know about growing cactus from seed. I grew these cute little babies from a mixed pack in some recycled garbage. So if you would like to see how, stick around. All right, let's put on our arts and crafts caps because it is time to DIY a little container for these baby cactus. So those are the seeds that I'm using, and here is the Chinese food takeout container that I have thoroughly washed and will be using for my container. The important thing is that the container has a lid and, maybe don't go so hard while making your holes so that, you don't break the whole thing like I'm about to do again. But it's okay, I'm going to show you how I fix it in a little bit. Plastic takeout containers are such good propagation and growing vessels. I highly recommend that if you end up with them and they're in good shape, that you hang on to a few for stuff like this. So we are ready to get started now. So as you can see, I put a little piece of duct tape on the bottom where the worst of the cracks were. This is just so the soil doesn't fall out when I pick it up later. I added some extra holes around the lip on the bottom because I noticed that water would probably sit there, and I figured that will make up for the duct tape mishap. And you'll notice that I didn't put any holes in the lid because we're going to use that to maintain humidity, which you would not think you'd need for cacti, but it turns out that in the desert, very few baby cacti actually make it to be big cacti because there is no humidity most of the time. So if you have a really rainy year, that's when most cactus are actually able to take root, which is pretty interesting. So here is the cactus mix I'll be using. I'm not a huge fan of this brand. I feel like they tend to come with a lot of fungus gnats, but happy to report so far I have not seen any with this bag, so that's great. If anybody else had that problem, let me know down below. I'm trying to figure out if it's just my poor luck. So I'm going to toss out these big twiggy sticks and all the things that are in kind of crappy dirt. Okay, I'm a dirt snob, so I'm just going to stop now and we're going to continue on. Moisten my soil before I get started on any potting project, but I'm just adding a little bit of extra moisture here because, like I said, surprisingly these guys need a lot of humidity and moisture to get going. So here are the different seeds. You can see some of them look the same, some of them look different. So I'm going to start with the bigger seeds because those are easier to space out semi-evenly. Unfortunately, despite my best efforts at being neat throughout this entire process, a lot of the cacti came up very close to each other. So not sure if they're going to fight for space or what, because you're not supposed to repot them again until they're about a year old. So I guess we're going to wait and see, and I will of course keep you guys updated as I go through this little process of raising these baby cacti. And I may or may not have spent a lot of time looking at cacti seeds last night at 2 a.m. when I should have been asleep. So this may become a problem. Anyway, most cactus seeds need some light to germinate, so I am just very lightly going to cover over these seeds with a little bit more of that dirt. And then I am going to snap the lid on, and we are going to get this guy under my T5 grow lights. I have them about 3 inches above the container as I germinated these, and I've since moved them over to my new bigger light. But I also have them on a heating pad, a seedling heating mat specifically, and I will link one below. That is pretty important, I think, with a lot of germination, but especially with cacti. They want to be about 75 to 80 degrees when they germinate. And as you can see, they came up so quickly. I was so surprised. And more pop up every day. And I'm going to show you a little progression of how they have done so far. Little bunny ear leaves are actually the only leaves a cactus will ever have because leaves would cause too much water loss. Those are called the cotyledon leaves, and they are the first leaves that you will see on most seedlings. So eventually those little balls of spikes in the middle are going to overtake and become the final form of the cactus. And once you see those spikes, you also want to start ventilating during the day a little bit, trying to start working on getting them acclimated. I'm so excited to repot these guys in 1 year's time, and I'm excited to keep you guys updated about it. So if you liked this video, please let me know down below. Thank you as always for your love and support, and I will see you guys next time.